What's poppin', everybody? Back with another video. In this video, we got to talk about the legendary QB that's fallen from grace, Aaron Rodgers. One of the greatest quarterbacks ever to throw the ball. Is he ruining his legacy? We're going to talk about it.
What was the conversation like with Jeff when he took out of the game? What were your thoughts on that?
I mean, it was 33-0. We were sitting there, and I said at some point, probably go to Tyrod here, huh? And then the next play, they threw a screen for a touchdown, so it's 40-0.
I'm going to cut to the chase and say, Aaron, it's time to go. It's time to pack it up. So if you don't know, yesterday, the New York Jets got torched. I'm talking about completely obliterated by the Buffalo Bills. Like, they got destroyed. They got embarrassed. And I would say it's about 80, I'm being generous, about 80% Aaron Rodgers' fault. He just wasn't effective, making bad throws, bad decisions. He's just a shell of himself. It's time to retire. I mean, they were literally down 40 zip. So like during the post-game interview, Aaron Rodgers says he went up to the head coach and said, hey, it's time to go ahead and put Tyrod in. I'm washed. Okay, he didn't say he was washed, but he literally went up to the coach and said, yo, it's time to put in Tyrod because basically he just kind of just gave up. He's like, I can't do anything. I'm just stinking up the joint. I'm playing horrible. Put in Tyrod. Like, what captain of a team does that? Like, that's like just that's not even giving up on your team. That's giving up on yourself and then giving up on the team. What are we doing? Then Tyrod Taylor comes in the game and throws the only touchdowns that they got. Like, it kept them from getting like totally shut out. Like, so it was an Aaron Rodgers problem, because why Tyrod comes in and automatically throws a touchdown. Like, soon as he gets in, he's throwing touchdowns, and Aaron Rodgers couldn't do anything. You hate to see somebody fall off that hard. And I honestly think you put Aaron Rodgers on any team in the NFL is going to be the same result. I feel like you could put Aaron Rodgers on the San Francisco 49ers and he still would be like missing Debo. He'd be missing CMC. He'd be like still making bad decisions and being ineffective at the QB position, because he's just Father Time is undefeated. Like, when it's time to hang it up, it's time to hang it up. It's like, look at Tom Brady. He's commentating now, and Tom Brady's the GOAT. So it's nothing wrong with saying, hey, I don't have it anymore. It was a good run. It was fun while it lasted, etc. And then boom. So it's like, it's nothing wrong with that. But it's just like, I don't know what he's fighting internally, where he's like, I can't give this game up. He's super rich too. It's like, bro, you got all the money in the world. You could literally be one of those dudes like on the Travel Channel, just trying out restaurants and traveling around the world, going to all these exotic places. Like, just enjoy life, man. I don't understand why he wants to destroy the Jets. He already got Robert Saleh fired, and it wasn't even Robert Saleh's fault, because after he got fired, they start playing even worse. Everybody wants to leave. You got everybody about to request a trade. The Jets are going to lose so many players because everybody wants out. It's like they're going to go through a major rebuild process. And you know who I feel bad for? I feel bad for Davante Adams. Like, it's like he goes wherever his like friends go. Like, hey, I'm cool with Aaron Rodgers, I'm gonna help him out. Go here. Bad move. They're losing. It's like the same situation. He could have just stayed in Las Vegas with the Raiders. Like, and he only went there because he's like, I'm about to play with Derek Carr. That's my homie. Like, he keeps like hopping to like wherever his friends are. Like, basically wherever his friends are that happen to be pretty decent quarterbacks. But then it's a point where it's like Derek Carr is washed, Aaron Rodgers is washed. So it's like, bro, I don't know where Davante Adams is going to end up. And he's still a beast. Like, Davante Adams still got a lot left in the tank. Like, he can go anywhere and ball out. It's just, he just picks bad situations to go into. So that's probably that's his biggest mistake. Like, he'll go into a situation that looks good on paper, like the Jets. Like, if you look at the Jets offense on paper, this is supposed to work, but in reality it can't work because Aaron Rodgers is washed. Just like the Raiders, on paper, hey, maybe this thing will work. No, it won't. Derek Carr is washed. So it is what it is, man. Derek Carr and Aaron Rodgers should be somewhere commentating, man, starting a podcast or something. Garrett Wilson's about to dip. He's lost all hope in the Jets, and he wants to get the heck out of there as quick as possible. And he's a young talent. You put him in any other situation, he's gonna ball out. You put him in a good situation, he's gonna ball. Like, imagine him on like the Cincinnati Bengals or the Pittsburgh Steelers, or like, come on, man, he would ball out. I can't say enough about Breece Hall. Breece Hall is a game changer automatically. Like, you put him anywhere, he's gonna ball. So, and also we can't forget Sauce Gardner. I don't know if Sauce is gonna leave. I don't know what his contract situation is. I haven't looked into it, but eventually Sauce is going to want to leave too. And when that happens, you're going to see a lot of teams get better, because imagine if you somehow get Garrett Wilson, you somehow get Breece Hall, you somehow get Sauce Gardner, and of course Devontae Adams. Your team improves immediately, and that's just with one of those guys, you know. So the Jets rebuild is going to be, it's going to benefit a lot of teams in the league. But yeah, the Jets aren't winning anything anytime soon. And I'm talking about maybe like 4 or 5 years, and maybe 6 before the Jets even get like a new roster with new pieces. Yeah, it's rough if you're a New York Jets fan. But yeah, man, I don't know. I think Aaron Rodgers needs to hang it up. As you can see in that post game, he was just, hey, put in Tyrod. I'm washed. And it's like, I feel like when you start doing that, when you start telling the coach, hey, put in the backup, I suck, it's time to retire, bro. It's time to retire. The season's over. No playoffs. Look in the mirror and say, hey, it's time, man. It's time. Because I just don't see how he could go to another team and all of a sudden it's different results, man. Because the Jets offense on paper should be dominant, man. The Jets actually should be like the Cincinnati Bengals, where even though the defense can't stop anybody, the offense should be putting up numbers. That's what the Jets should literally be like the Cincinnati Bengals, where like, yeah, they put up 40, but we put up 38. Yeah, they put up like 20, but we put up 19. It shouldn't be a situation where the opposite team's putting up like 40, putting up basketball numbers, and you can't even get a field goal. Like, that shows that your offense is just as ineffective as your defense. So that's a major problem. That's not coaching, you know, because, you know, everybody knows Aaron Rodgers like to put blame here, put blame there. It's not that. It's Aaron Rodgers. It's definitely Aaron Rodgers. So hopefully we get an announcement soon that Aaron Rodgers is hanging it up. He's retiring, and then he can go into like politics. He can go into podcasting. He can go into being a commentator. Just something, man. Life after football. That's what it's looking like for Aaron Rodgers. Let me know in the comments what you think, and I will see you guys on the next one. I'm out.